I'm just so fucking tired of working!
You're so exhausted that you don't even want to talk to your partner, your dogs, your cats.
Like, you ever just log out of work and you just need a good, 30 minutes to an hour of pure damn silence? It's just...
Listen, when I come home from work, I don't want to hear too much. I just want to get straight into bed, okay?
Yo, is it just me, or is work actually burning people out now?
I don't want to be talking to nobody. I don't want to do nothing. All I want to do is go to bed, okay?
You get in your car, go to work, and you get back in your car and you go home. And you're wondering why you don't feel fulfilled in your life.
It has gotten to a point where I don't even like to go to sleep.
The way my brain is fried right now, and I am so fucking tired, I feel drained as fuck. I can go to sleep right now.
If I go to sleep, when I wake up, I have to do work all over again the next day.
I feel like corporate environments are structured very similarly to how things were in the 1800s here in America and across the world. If you don't remember where we were in the 1800s, it was slavery.
These jobs will have you mentally drained, physically drained, emotionally drained, and you don't even own that.
You clock out, but your body's already been screaming, "I'm done," since lunch. People aren't just tired after work. They're drained, mentally fried, emotionally numb. It's not just the meetings, the deadlines, the noise, the pressure. It's the constant pretending. Pretending you're fine, pretending you're focused, pretending you're not counting the minutes until you can collapse on the couch and disappear. You get home and suddenly even basic things, making dinner, talking to someone, folding laundry, feel like climbing a mountain. And the worst part? You start blaming yourself. Like maybe you're just lazy. Maybe you're not built for this. But here's the truth. This isn't laziness. It's burnout disguised as routine. And if you've ever felt like work is draining the life out of you, this video's for you. We're diving into the exhaustion people carry home every single day.
Like, you ever just log out of work and you just need a good, 30 minutes to an hour of pure damn silence? It's just don't get me wrong, I love working from home, I really do. But it's the Zoom, the ping, the Slack, the email, the this, the that, I just be like, damn, give me a break. Well, I'm exhausted.
It has gotten to a point where I don't even like to go to sleep when I get home, because I know if I go to sleep, when I wake up, I have to do work all over again the next day. We have no time to ourselves. I literally try to stay up as long as I possibly can so that I can have a little time to myself. I get off at 8 p.m. every day. By the time I get home, it's 9:30. Then I have to shower, eat, everything else that I couldn't get to do because I was at work. What time do I have to myself? By the time I'm finished doing everything, it's 11 o'clock. I have maybe an hour to watch TV? And everybody was in my comments mad at my viral video when I said I don't want to work, I don't want to do anything. Why would anybody want to do this every day for the rest of their life?
You ever get home from work and just not feel like talking to anyone? Like, you're so exhausted that you don't even want to talk to your partner, your dogs, your cats, your kids. You don't want to talk to nobody. You just want to sit because you've talked all day and you have no more words to give anyone.
These jobs will have you mentally drained, physically drained, emotionally drained, and you don't even own that. You can't pass it to your kids. It's not yours. It's not yours. Just overworked and underpaid. And then when something happened to you, on to the next. Better stop giving your all to them punk ass jobs.
The people that get off of a physically draining job or a mentally draining job and then go home and have to take care of kids and their spouse and their household and handle responsibilities like bills and budgeting and all kinds of stuff like that. And then if you have any family that needs your attention or care, thinking about the fact that people leave their jobs and go and do all that is crazy, because I feel like just in my little day, and I only have to take care of myself, I feel so drained. I feel so mentally drained. I stress about things that I probably shouldn't have to stress about, but I can only imagine what somebody that has all those responsibilities and has to take care of so many people and things in their life, what do they do? How do they do that? It amazes me to even think about how somebody can have that mental capacity to handle all the stress, the organization. I mean, I would probably go crazy. I'd probably go crazy because I'm going crazy just taking care of myself as a single adult, let alone if I had kids or a family and a household to take care of.
I'm just so fucking tired of working! I'm just fucking tired. I just want to make money without working, without waking up. I just want to be making the money sleep and just wake up and just fucking travel. I'm tired. I'm fucking tired!
Listen, when I come home from work, I don't want to hear too much. I just want to get straight into bed, okay? I don't want to be talking to nobody. I don't want to do nothing. All I want to do is go to bed, okay? I done been so pleasant all day. I just don't even want to be bothered no more, okay? I just want to go to sleep. That's it. But it just seems like it don't happen that way. I still got a hi, how you doing? How you doing? I don't be wanting to do that all the time. God damn it, I'm delirious at this point, okay? Only thing I see is my bed. I take everything off and just about pass the hell out because I need it. I'm at my wit's end damn near. I've been so goddamn tired lately. It's been ridiculous, okay? Yesterday, I called myself having my damn afternoon meditation. I fell asleep in my meditation and didn't wake up until 2 in the morning. From the afternoon. Like, how does that even happen? It's ridiculous. I really need to do a retreat or something because I shouldn't even be falling asleep this much.
You got to do things to make yourself feel good in life, just so you can endure. You got to have good coping skills and things like that. So what I do is, because I drive 130 miles a day, I often romanticize about things in my head a lot. I romanticize a lot about being on the beach and walking in the sand and just feeling the sun on my skin and just feeling the sand in between my toes. You got to have good coping skills, y'all. This ain't going to last long anyway. And when I do that, it just makes me feel better. Do y'all have little things that y'all do to kind of help y'all make it through the day? That's all I got. I'll talk to y'all in a few.
I know nobody wants to hear this, but we have got to stop going straight home after work every day. Like, the days are really flying by. They're passing us by, and we're missing out on so much enjoyment because we just go straight home to get in the bed. And I'm talking to myself, too. And I know we all do this because we're tired, but, like, we're already tired. So you might as well squeeze some enjoyment in where you can and stop just living for these 30-second weekends that we get. Like, when you get off work, you should be going to get drinks with our friends, going to the movies, going to get pedicures. Like I said, I'm talking to myself as well because I will, as you see in lots of my videos, I be in the bed. I need to be getting outside, getting some sun, hanging out with my friends, and doing stuff during the week. When I get off work, I need to stop going straight home because I'm missing out on so much enjoyment, like we all are. But I'm tired.
You know when you're done with the workday and you are just so incredibly drained that all you want to do is become a couch potato and do absolutely nothing except for like watch TV for maybe 3 hours? Well, I would bet $500 that you are feeling this drained because you are not taking enough breaks during your workday. Let me tell you something about our brain. So our brain can only be focused and effective and efficient for roughly an hour. After an hour, it literally needs time and a chance to recoup. And what is so incredibly cool is that it only takes like 5 minutes for your brain to recoup again. But the key is getting off screens. So if you are using your phone and scrolling through social media, or if you're on your computer when you're taking a break, your brain is still being stimulated. So it's actually not taking a break. It's not recouping the way that you need it to. So my challenge to you is to take at least 3 5 to 15 minute breaks throughout your workday without using your phone. And I promise your energy will be totally different at the end of your workday. You will feel like you can actually have a life after work, which is the essence of work-life balance. Oh, and by the way, if you found this tip helpful, definitely follow for more so that way you can learn how to be your most productive self.
You know you've had a long day and a long week of work when you get to your car and you don't even like drive off, you just sit there in silence. Like I'm so overstimulated right now. Like I just want to sit here and like, I'm like, bro, I need to go home. I do need to go home. But I need like a second to just like debrief and like take a deep breath and just be like, man, like this week has been crazy. And I'm like, and I already know I'm not going to listen to music like on the way home. Like it is just strictly like tire and road and me breathing. Like it has been a week for real, but hey, we're blessed. We're a little overstimulated, but it's all right. And y'all have a blessed day.
You get in your car, go to work, and you get back in your car and you go home. And you're wondering why you don't feel fulfilled in your life, why you're feeling like something's not feeding your soul. You got to do something for you, bestie. You got to get moving. You got to get outside, connect with nature. I mean, you've been staring at a screen all day. Maybe try to do something else other than that. Don't go home and get on your phone or your iPad or watch TV. You've literally just done the same thing all day. You've been looking at a computer screen. You got to do something else. You got to feed your soul with something. And I know it might sound a little harsh, but maybe you're not depressed, friend. You just need to get outside, okay? You got to start doing things, because I don't know how many times I thought I was just down in the dumps. I didn't know how the next day was even going to go. And I literally just went outside, sat in the sun, okay? Even just coming to the gym, I know I'm not outside, but I'm moving my body. I'm around people that are all focused on a goal, and it does something for the mind, guys. We can't just go home and sit down and plop ourselves there after work. I mean, we've been doing that all day. We got to do something for us, friend. We got to do something that's going to feed us.
I want to skate right now, but I feel physically exhausted. My job, or I should say, I am allowing my job to stress me out, because let me tell you something about working for someone. If you think working really hard, that's going to get you somewhere, it's not. It's about visibility. It's about having value. It's about building your brand. And I'm learning this the hard way. I put way too much effort in saying yes to everything instead of being very strategic about what I needed to do. And now my brand is like, oh, let's give it to her. She'll get it done, which leaves me mentally exhausted. That's one reason why I skate. So maybe I should skate.
Y'all better not ever think that just because somebody works at an office or behind a computer all day means that they cannot be fucking exhausted, bitch. The way my brain is fried right now, and I am so fucking tired, I feel drained as fuck. I can go to sleep right now. I was gonna cry, bitch, from so much fucking work that I had. Fucking figuring shit out, numbers, multiple Excel sheets, comparing data, bitch. I'm exhausted. I've been doing this shit. I've been working on this project for 2 days, bitch. 2 whole fucking days. I finally finished, and I'm so fucking tired. I'm drained. Like it doesn't compare. I've done warehouse work. I've worked at a warehouse where I've had to work hella hours. Like I'm talking like 12 or more hours before, like in one day. And it was tiring, but bitch, it was not this tiring, bitch. My mind is fried. Like, yeah, that was tiring. My body hurt, whatever the case is. This bitch, no, I'm exhausted. I can go to sleep. I want to cry. My brain, I can't. My brain is tired. My brain is tired. So don't you ever fucking think that just because you see somebody working on a computer and doing computer work or office work, don't you ever fucking think that they're not fucking doing work, bitch. I'm so fucking tired. I'm gonna cry. I was gonna cry. I'm gonna cry right now. I'm not even playing.
I'm not gonna lie. I am tired of working. Like at this point, like I should start a business. You know, have my own hours, do my own thing, handle my own, schedule, have my own employees, take breaks whenever I want. I can't do this forever, man. I can't do this forever. By no means am I saying a 9 to 5 is a bad thing. If that's what you like doing, that's what you like doing, you know what I mean? It's not that bad. It's just like, I know I can do better. I got potential,
I feel like corporate environments are structured very similarly to how things were in the 1800s here in America and across the world. If you don't remember where we were in the 1800s, it was slavery. It was slavery. And I feel like that's why we're all so emotionally and mentally drained all the time, because we're working in these environments where they strip you of your personal identity. They force you to constantly work at a pace that is egregious. And then the way that it's structured is very similar to a plantation where you have like the CEO who is the plantation owner. Not only does it strip your personal identity, it also strips your ability to be a creative person and to creatively think and to solve problems, because you're being micromanaged about the way that you solve problems, about the way that you create. Everything has to be done through a certain image that comes all the way down from the top. And you have limited opportunities, limited resources, and you're being punished for that, and you're being demanded to work at an excessive speed. It's going to cause inter-conflict amongst people, constantly trying to prove yourself just to get very little recognition, if any recognition at all. Or if you do get the recognition and somebody else feels like they deserve to have that recognition, then they'll stab you in the back. It's just a mess. Companies go through layoffs like every 2 to 3 years to keep their operating costs down in order to keep their profits up so that the people at the top can make the most money. Does that not sound familiar? And if you think Donald Trump and his goons are the answer to this problem, they're absolutely not. If anything, they're going to exacerbate it. So anyways, nothing is wrong with you. You're perfectly fine. Yes, your feelings are valid. Yes, the way that you feel drained is valid. Yes, the way you feel stifled is valid. Yes, the way that you feel constricted is valid. All those things are valid. You're not the problem. The system is.
Yo, is it just me, or is work actually burning people out now? Like, I remember working and not feeling as tired as I feel now when I leave work. Like, I start work 7 to 3, sometimes 8 to 4. And when I get home, it's like 6 o'clock going on 7 sometimes. And I'm just so tired and exhausted. I'm like, wait a minute. I used to not feel like this when I got off of work. Now I be feeling like dead. Like, I don't do nothing. At work, I find myself doing 3 or 4 people jobs, and I'm one person. Like, how is that possible? How do we do, how is these companies allowed to do this to us? Like, this is ridiculous. I come home from work, I want to clean up, do other things around the house. I have no energy. I'm tired. I just end up getting in the shower and laying my ass the fuck down. Like, come on, this is crazy. And then on my days off, I only have time to do the things that I could not do after work on my days off. And then after that, I got to get ready and go back to work the next day. This is ridiculous. Like, I don't know what's going on, but what happened to the workers? Like, why these jobs is not hiring? Why you go on Indeed or you go on their website and say they hiring, then they don't hire. Like, you put the application in and they just don't hire nobody. What's going on? Like, I feel like these applications is fake. I feel like these shit is bots. I don't know.
It feels so good to finally be like steps closer to where I want to be with my goals. Like buying my kid yesterday was a really good start, but I'm low-key ready to be at a point where I don't have to work this much, because I can tell like my body is like starting to slow down a lot. Like I've had before when I was working at Waffle House and I was working like 7 jobs, I could just keep pushing myself. Oh, I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna stay up for 2-3 days because I want money. And like now my body just shuts itself down. Like when I got sick last week, I'm still recovering from that damn cold. Y'all still have a cough. And I know it's because I haven't had any time for real to rest and like give my body time to just like recuperate. Then like yesterday I was running off 3 hours sleep because I've been working every single night until like 11 o'clock right after school. But I got 3 hours of sleep, woke up at 4, went to Ulta, worked at Ulta, went right to school afterwards, left school, went right to work afterwards until 11:30 at night. Didn't get home last night till about 12 in the morning. Didn't get into bed till about 1:30 in the morning. And I set 3 alarms because I know it was going to be hard for me to wake up because I was just so tired and I owed so much sleep debt. And I slept through all 3 alarms. I slept through class this morning. Now it's 10 o'clock. This is the time that I should be getting ready to leave out the door. I'm still in the bed. I'm so fucking exhausted. It's not even funny. Like, not even dragging it. I feel like I physically fucking went to the gym and, like, you know how you overdo in the gym, your whole body just feels sore and weak? That's how I feel. I'm just so fucking tired. Like, I hate to say it, I really don't want to go to class or work because I'm just tired of pushing my body. I want some rest so fucking bad, but I want money so bad so I can fuel my dreams and I can buy my, that stuff I need for my business. It's hard. I'm so ready everything to pay off. Like, I'm just ready to have a soft life with ease. Like, I deserve that shit so much, man. I've been working my ass off for too long. Too fucking long. Going through too much for too long. Having to do too much for too long. Like, y'all need to know the extent of shit of how hard and how much I was hustling. Like, but I guess I'll just force myself to get up. I'm so fucking tired. I want to cry. Like, I just want to go to sleep. I just want to lay down. Damn. But I hate missing class. I already missed a day of class last week because I was so overly exhausted. So I'm going to force myself to get up. And hopefully I can stay the fuck up.
Every day I'm talking to women who tell me that their job is negatively impacting their mental health. And since it's Mental Health Awareness Day, I thought I would take a minute to talk about this and how you can take control and really empower yourself to do something different and change your circumstances so you're not just sitting and suffering. And also know that you are not alone. Close to 50% of the population right now that is working is feeling burnt out. So this is a widespread phenomenon and it has varying levels of impact, varying levels of degrees, and how it hits people. So the first thing to do is to get clear on what is taking the toll on you mentally and impacting you in a negative way. What are the things at your job that are contributing to that? And listing all of those things down so you can see them on paper. And for each one, go through and see within your power right now, what can you do to change that? Is there a conversation that you can have with your manager in terms of offloading something? Is there something that you can do to set a boundary to help mitigate that? Can you stop doing that thing altogether? Then you can ask yourself, if these things change, am I going to feel better in this role? Is it going to be something that I enjoy, that I want to keep doing, where I can see myself growing and feeling healthy, mentally, emotionally, physically? Or is this role just not the one for me and it is time for me to find something new that is going to better support me and give me what I need to live the type of life that I want, both at work and outside of work? Because sometimes there's things that are outside of your control that you can't influence and you can't change. It's the nature of the job or the circumstances or the culture, and it's not something that you can change to meet what it is that you really want. And regardless of whether you stay in this job or you look to find a new one that's more aligned, what can you do for yourself every single day that will make you feel more supported and make you feel better mentally, emotionally, and physically? Because filling up your own cup and helping yourself feel better is going to help you show up better at work, help you show up better for yourself, help you show up better for the people that you love, and also help you show up better if you're looking to find another role. You need energy for all of those things. And lastly, you don't have to do this alone. It can be really hard when you're feeling so down, feeling so burnt out, to see through this and to help navigate yourself out of it. So working with a therapist, working with a coach to help you figure out what's next and what's going to be best for you and help you feel as good as you can right now on your way to it.
A lot of my clients are burnt out corporate millennials who did everything that they were supposed to do. They went to school, they got the degree, they got the certifications, they've been practicing in their field for over 10, 15 years even, and they are beyond crisp. They're burnt out. Not just from the hours that they're working, but also from the misalignment and what it is that they're actually doing. And I've been there. I did the exact same thing. I built my career in staffing, HR, leadership development, did all of the right things. And I tried to outwork my burnout by doing something more challenging with more visibility that I thought that would like reignite my passion into it. And all it did was make me a little bit more resentful of the work that I was doing. But I also know what it's like to feel like you have no energy and no capacity to even think about something new. You just know that your job isn't serving you, but you have no capacity, right? Because everybody's capacity is different. And so this is what I practiced myself when I was in that season, what I share with my clients to practice, and it's working on your mindset first, of changing the perspective of, I don't know what I am doing, but I know that I am available for opportunities. And it's changing your mindset to you're available to receive versus chase. Because when your comfort zone is chaos, right? We're all conditioned to operate and thrive in a chaotic environment. It feels counterintuitive to do less. But when you work on the mindset piece first, you heal this part of you that doesn't feel worthy of different, of not hustling. And when those opportunities do become available, you're the best version of yourself to receive them. And it sounds kind of woo, but I've been practicing it for years. And there's science behind it. So if you're seeing this and you're like, fuck, I am so burnt out, I don't have the energy to do anything else, work on your mindset first and just say, I'm available to receive new opportunities, and really practice detaching yourself from the outcome of any action that you take, because that's the other thing that it does. When you position yourself as your best version and you're basically acting as the highest version of the person that already has the thing that you want, you're detached from the outcome. And that's a beautiful thing in this season.
I just got back from work. Bitch, the way I'm so fucking tired right now, I literally had planned, I was like, I'm gonna go to the gym after work. Bitch, gym wear, because I need to lay down. Like, I feel like my back is bent. My feet right now are fucking killing me. They're fucking killing me. But I'm home now. I just showered, bitch. Like, oh, fuck. And literally all I want is to lay the fuck down, eat some good-ass food, and watch my show. That's all I want. And I'm gonna light my new candle. My mom made this chicken in the air fryer. You see, I'm so tired. It's literally the fucking crock pot.
This is gonna be a very controversial yet transparent post, you guys. Working 9 to 5s, I've worked so many of them since I've been 15 years old, but it's like I have this thing where I know it's literally not for me, and not everybody feels this way. So if you agree with that, then, you know, keep listening. I've been in so many positions where the slightest amount of like disrespect, or like an employer not being fair, or, you know, doing something wrong, because at the end of the day, we know that a lot of these 9 to 5 employers are not fair at all. And they feel like you're just a puppet. They feel like you're just anything, like you don't really matter. You're just an employee. You're just an employee. You're going to be replaced. For one, when I was pregnant with my son, 7, almost 8, matter of fact, 8 years ago, I was working at Chevy's Fresh Mix, the restaurant, as a server. I was pregnant and I had lunch, but I was eating it like in between, you know, me serving my tables. And yes, I washed my hands. I had food in the kitchen or whatever, and I'm 6 or 7 months pregnant, and my manager knew that I was eating, and she took my food and threw it in the trash. And I'm not even gonna lie, I'm like, why would you do that? And she's like, she knew it was my food, but you're not allowed to have this. So I threw it away. I'm like, who the freak do you think you are to throw away my food? And I literally left that day, you guys. I have such a low tolerance. I have such a low tolerance for like things like that. And there was another incident where customers, I was serving customers at the same job, and they were so rude. Like, I would speak to them and they was just ignoring me, and they was like, pretty much, she's gonna speak when spoken to type people, like very bougie. I was like, I'm not taking that table. They're not gonna disrespect. At the end of the day, I have this weird thing. It's not weird, but I have this thing where like disrespect, no matter where I'm at, my job, no, it is not to be tolerated. And I'm like such a respectful and nice person, and it's just not to be tolerated. I have such a low tolerance for that type of stuff. I will walk away so fast. And then I had, you know, my first big girl job, you know, at DC government. And it's just this feeling on the inside where you're going to work every day, clocking in, you know, clocking out, going home, getting ready for the next day, taking your child to daycare, doing the exact same thing every day. And I'm like, there's no way this is me. I was literally getting sick mentally and physically working this job every day. And it's like, it was a good job, but I still was, I was basically paycheck to paycheck still, this good government job, okay?
And I was just like, I cannot continue to do this. I just left, you guys. And I got another job immediately after that. Same situation. I was working at a jail. But I thought just because I was working at a jail, maybe if I just work in a different environment. No, it's just the 9 to 5 stuff where it's just like, I just have this deep feeling where I know it's not for me. And I know that freedom is what my soul is craving, that I just can't. And I just can't go back. I just can't go back to the 9 to 5. And I know this is going to be very controversial. It's like, well, you need the money. And it's like, yes, I know I need the money, but I also need like my sanity. I also need like my life. I also need to be healthy mentally and emotionally and physically for my child, you know? So right now, that's why I'm just in a position where I'm figuring it out still. I'm trying to put myself out there, you know, as far as social media, because so many people's making so much money on social media. And I'm like, there's a sense of freedom there, you know? And it's like, I know if I was to be doing that, I would be so much more fulfilled, you know what I mean, in life. And it's like, everybody doesn't have this feeling. Some people enjoy going to work, and there's nothing wrong with those people, but there are people who just know that 9 to 5 slavery, in my opinion, is just never going to work out for them. And I'm one of those people. So yeah, that's where I am. Like, I just can't give up and won't give up until I have that sense of freedom and security. And I know it's possible. Like, I just know it's possible. So I'm just going to keep going until I get there.
All right, let's talk about what this really feels like. Because if you're exhausted after work every single day, it's not just about being tired. It's something deeper, something heavier. You wake up already counting down the hours until you can come back home. You sit through meetings, answer emails, deal with people, push through tasks, and by the time you clock out, it's like your soul's been wrung out. You're not just physically drained, you're mentally foggy, emotionally flat, and then you get home, and the guilt kicks in. You should cook, you should clean, you should call someone back, but all you want to do is sit in silence, or scroll, or sleep, or cry. And you start wondering, is this normal? Is this what adulthood is supposed to feel like? Let me say this loud and clear. You're not lazy. You're not weak. You're not broken. You're just burned out. And the world we live in, it's designed to keep you there. We glorify hustle. We romanticize productivity. We treat rest like a luxury instead of a necessity. And somewhere along the way, we started believing that being exhausted is just part of the deal. But here's the truth. You weren't built to grind endlessly. You weren't built to give your best energy to a job and leave nothing for yourself. You weren't built to feel guilty for needing rest. And if you've ever come home and stared at the wall for an hour because you couldn't even decide what to eat, if you've ever snapped at someone you love because your brain was too fried to hold a conversation, if you've ever felt like you're living in a loop of work, collapse, repeat, you're not alone. Millions of people are walking through life with invisible weights on their shoulders, smiling through meetings, nodding through conversations, and quietly breaking down behind closed doors. This video wasn't about fixing it. It wasn't about offering solutions or productivity hacks. It was about naming it. About saying out loud what so many people feel but don't know how to express. Because sometimes just hearing someone say, yeah, me too, is enough to make you feel a little less crazy, a little less alone, a little more human. So if this hit home for you, if you saw yourself in the exhaustion, the numbness, the quiet frustration, drop a comment. Share your story. Let's build a space where burnout isn't brushed off, where exhaustion isn't treated like weakness, where people can be honest about how hard it is to just keep going. Like subscribe, hit that bell icon, because we're not done talking about this. Not until rest is respected. Not until people stop apologizing for being tired. Not until we stop pretending that surviving is the same as living. Thanks for watching, and if you're still here, take a breath. You made it through today, and that's enough.